Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh. So welcome to my DevStream number 14. And today I'm gonna continue work on the backend from our in-there navigation augmented reality in-there navigation app. So there was a Discord member that asked for a tutorial on how to create a backend, and we want to check how many visitors visited the point of interest. So imagine the app is out published or in beta and you want to test how many people visited the place across devices. So we created a small Node.js server. I haven't opened it. And here, this is the. So this is on the Unity side. Sorry. Sending a post request, post visit data with the identifier of the user, the point of interest ID, and the device model and device OS. Now we're gonna see it in a minute when this is loaded up. And so this is our scene, our small test area with our mic. Oh. Let me know if the music is too loud. Okay, so this is our sample scene, and for those who are new to this stream, this is an open source in-there navigation template that I've used, and it's done with Vuforia. I also have another template on my GitLab that is running with multiset. So we have the small UI, select the points of interest, and we arrive here. So here you see we do a push request, but at the moment there will nothing be entered because the server is not running yet. So start the server. Actually, here you can just run a node. So yeah, if you go to the browser, host 300, just get this message. But so we know the server is running, and now we can actually observe what's happening here. Let's put this on the right side. Come on, left. Then have Unity on the right side. Nope. Come on. So here you see the console, here you see the UI, the kitchen. Okay. When you see arrive, create this insert into the database. And we see it here in the database. Voila. So we see this is just the visit ID. We see the date, and then we see user ID and the points of interest ID. So then basically we can check for this ID in the point of interest, and we can see which points of interest was visited. So this is what we did the last two streams. And actually, let me change This is number 3. Admin tool for statistics number 3. So we can post visits to database. And now what you want to have is a small I don't want to have this wireframe. Let me see here. Yeah, shaded. Yeah. Okay, weird. Okay. Anyways, so we have so the next thing that we want to do is to create a small web app where we can read those statistics, maybe in real time. That would be fun. So let me quickly show. So this is the post request, and then show you the backend. Here we have the app.js. This is the small Node.js server. So we have the visit endpoint. Here we check for all the parameters. We do a select, find out if this user with this identifier already exists, and if it doesn't exist, we create a new one. And then with this new ID, we're going to, or with the existing ID, we're gonna record the visit. Yeah, so this is the small server that we created last time and our last time, or last 2 times. And so that right now we maybe want to start a small new project. At some point you also want to add a search secret. So there's a small authentication between the client and the server, so they're not random people can post to your API. We're gonna do it another time. Get started with a new project. How do we call the no, this is from my workplace. Back in the navigation. In the navigation admin. Got it. In the navigation admin. Just going to create a new repository. Basic settings. Backend. Min. Display. This is not enough. Okay. Let's docker enable, disable, unusable. We don't need infrastructure flags and monitor pages. Yeah, we can use model registry. No. We can maybe Yeah, with the pipeline we can publish our app. Okay, so check it out. Okay, so we have a new folder here, and so those we don't need this folder. And so first update our README. First, let's also have the other one. Library. This is the air navigation repository. To the, have a small changelog. Okay. Getting started. So, and I want to do this with Vite and Vue.js, Vue.js 3, Vite, Linear Store, TypeScript. Kind of like my favorite tech stack at the moment for web apps, because it's very easy to implement, I think, and good architecture. Move fast with programming. And you also can create quite fast. You can create mobile apps with it. For example, Ionic Capacitor. All of that stuff. We get started. Let me open this other project that I'm working on. Did we start? Yeah, I think we just started with Vite. Oh, we need to git ignore. We don't need to have Python. It's not data specific. Do we have read globally? No. How to get started. Yes. So we call it indoor navigation admin. Yes. No. Yes. Add PNG for storage. Yes. No. Add an end-to-end testing solution. No. Yes. Ah. Don't want to do that because we are already in that folder. So we're gonna copy. Create any git. No, yes, that's great. Good. Okay, it's basically the same. I grab that, paste it here. And then npm1 npm install the dependencies. So this is just a basic start of a Vue.js app. And is this now with Vite? I'm not sure. With what are we bundling? Tack. Ah, it's taking Vite by default now. That's good. What I don't want is those. I don't want or specific versions. We're gonna go ahead and here again. Okay, then we should be able to run it. Def. And boom. 7.3. 5.7.3. We can just click it. Yes. There we have our small Vue.js app. And now let's change things a bit. For create our README app for nothing. Yeah. Go. So we just commit this. Basic setup. Okay. Now we have to think how we're gonna do the whole app. And I think we're also gonna use the Node.js server to retrieve the data. Is like the access to the database. So we're gonna have a select all from the visits. Yeah. And so let's just go for one. No, there's too much stuff up. I don't know if we still need this. From the other project. Have this on the left and on the right. So let's see, we want to have an accurate data as quickly as possible. So this is the basic app, home, about. Here you can have a bit of about. Sorry, I ate tortillas and then I was running a bit. Suggesting. So let's see. This is just the store. Do we need a store? I mean, yeah, at some point we need to have some state management. We change the logo. Add our beautiful we have the logo here somewhere. This one. This is generated with Photoshop. The logo. Oh, doesn't have a transform background? No way. Dang it. Well, this. Get rid of this message. Hello world component. The welcome. Is the welcome? Ah, okay, so this is the home. In the home, let's create a new. call it data view or visit view. Home, we still have the home view. Then in the visit view, we want to have the. We have to think how we're gonna store data. I mean, we'll have a similar data model like in the backend. Here it would have been nice if you already had, yeah, we just did this in JavaScript and not in TypeScript. That would have been nice, but okay. So here we have following data model. We have point of interest. We have the user. And so how are we gonna store this? Eventually, what do we want to have? Eventually, we want to have here a list of points of interest. And here we want to see, we have the name. Let's create that component. I don't need all these icons. Get rid of this. All this visit on a visit item. Okay, so gonna have some props. I forgot how to define them. So this will be, yeah, so what do we want to, let's first define what we want to have here. I want to have the boy name. That's it, right? Visitors. Amount of visits. Visits. We want to have. Yeah, visits total. I mean, maybe you can think about visits per month, visit per day, or current visitors would also be interesting to track. Well, it depends what you want. But so amount of visits, and so when you need the name here. Now I'm asking myself how we're gonna have this. So we're gonna have a. We're just gonna probably have a store just for. This is a Pina store. State management or saving stuff. You can save stuff into the local store, into the local storage of the browser, into the session store, or also in shared preferences. Shared preference. You want to store it like in your app, for example. But we're not going to do that. It's just a web app. So we can call it visits. A visit. Visits. Visits. Or. And so here we're gonna have a. Let me see. I always need to check this to have the examples. So we have a list of points of interest, right? And then how many times they were visited. I mean, that's it. Let's have a. Interface. Is it? Okay, so we're gonna have, we have to. ID number, we have to name, this is string, and we're gonna have the visit count, visit counter. So minimal. I actually want to have. Oh. Yeah. So what we can do to fix the whole repository, we can run this, run format. We change everything to our desire. Okay. These things. So here we're just doing the git commit, cleaning up of the unused items. Unused components removed. Oh yeah, in the beginning it's a bit a lot of stuff. So let's get back into the app. Oof, where is our app here? Okay, so now we have the interface, and now we can define a prop. Check how to do that. Yeah. This. E. But I don't know everything out of my mind. Did it? Like that. So here we want to have the visit. Or the visit visit data. What do we call it? Checking for visits. Why is this not doing? At least this works. From can I do this? No. Oh, come on. The directory is not so happy. That's... No? Come on. I only use it as a type. So, yeah, no, it's snappy. Usually, it does that stuff itself. I don't know why it's not working right now. It's like, usually it should autocomplete. For now, we're not going to use it anywhere else. So this is just object, and now we should be able to do visit. Nope. Wow. So we restart. Let's re-up my project. Admin. There you go. Rename the patch of interest name. Page 3 actually here. Okay. Text decoration, underline. And then we have the number of visits. Okay. Now we maybe want to have some border around this. We have of a shape. Border X. That's a 5x dotted. I don't know. Blue, green, yellow, orange. I like orange. And then padding. And we have a margin. So if it's a list, or if it's maybe want to have a grid, or maybe want to have a grid and have the most visits. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a grid. At the outside, let's handle that in the visit view. So in the visit view, now we want to have a for loop. Wait, the visits are actually stored in here. So here we're gonna have a just wait. Here we're gonna have a stat store. So gonna have a reference on the employee visit as an array back here. Or should we? So first we're gonna do just on page load, it's gonna request, and then we're gonna check later how to do it on live. Because with live, we're probably gonna need a WebSocket connection. Or server's gonna give us a push, but yeah, we're gonna check that later. At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out how we should store this. So we have the points of interest. I'm gonna request already a point of interest. Probably. So we're gonna have a method. We have another. Let's have a utils. API. I'm gonna copy this over from my other this app. So here we had the fetches basic fetches visits fetch visits and return the one of interest to visit. And why did we need the time here? Locally stored. Okay. That's just for it. Yeah, so we do not need that. We're gonna have a URL here. We have not installed, so install this. No, it's just gonna do this quick and dirty. So here we're gonna have the local host 300 3000 and visits. I mean, this is to push a visit, and then here we're gonna maybe we've got a visit data. Okay. Here we have this as a so this would come back as array. Is that possible? We'll see. No, because I think data will not be an array by itself, so we'll have a there's still property. So like a visit data, the visits. I think so. So we have this. Can be still this, but then here we're gonna get the visit data. Well, so then here we'll have the response. Create the new response field, and we have the visits, and we have it's check if there's actually some data. And if there is, we're gonna return the data visits. Voila. This should return the visits. The only problem that we still have here, I have no idea how that data looks like. We probably can already put the data correct together in the backend. Yeah, so this should be working. I check. So we'll need a hook. When are we gonna install this? Late. What we can have is data. We're gonna have this property. We can create this as a computed. And here so if this is empty, then we need to fetch data, right? Okay, the other app I did it like this. So always in the middle. Here I have a watcher. I hope that makes sense what I'm doing. Kind of late to talk what I'm doing, but I hope it makes sense. So basically, we're checking if we need to fetch the data. We just abstract it into a it's variable, so that's done automatically. And here we're gonna initiate store. Somehow we can say here immediate true. This is called immediately after initialization. And then it's gonna set this data, and then now we can go here into visits view. We have a template, a v template. This is gonna have a for loop, and this is gonna be on check out best. Okay, so we have a what do we have? Visit. Visit and an index. And we're also gonna have the script here. We have the visit visits visit store. It's got visits. gonna have a E index. And then here we're gonna have the visit item. And as a prop, we're gonna give here the visit. So gonna pass the data to this item, and then that should be it. And then we should have the visits here. Okay. Now let's create what's the called? So this is the new endpoint that we need to create. And now we go. Oh, okay. Let's here commit that stuff. Although I'm not sure yet if it's working, so let's wait. But now we switch back to the backend server. And here we have a wait. Yes, this is a get request, yeah. So we have a get request. So that's correct. So we go to the other. Go here now. Add a new get request. I get endpoint. The visit data. And here we're gonna have a select star from point of interest, yes, but we want to join from visits. I mean, we don't care at the moment. Don't care if it's unique visitors or if it's visits. We can care about later, right? But we can already send the data. So, we all know that it's the same user, so we can just send this ID. Don't need to send the. I mean, this will be interesting as well at some point. Yeah. Yeah, let's send everything back. So we can see which platforms are they visiting from. What I call to see at some point, yeah. So we're probably gonna need to join wherever I go. I don't remember how to join anymore. We can already prepare the SQL statement here. I have this separate. I want to look at my. Okay, so from visits, or do I need to select those? From users, join. I don't remember how the left and right join works. Join. That's I love with W3 school. Let's go join table. Yeah. in them. So we have, let's look at the selection from orders table. Okay, we have here the customer ID and the order ID. Look at selection from customers table. Yeah, so here we have the customer ID. Select orders, order ID. Okay, so here we have the table from orders, inner join customers. And here we do the, okay. Oh, here's the thing I explained. Inner returns records that have matching values in both tables. Okay. So let's do it like this. So we have select. Yeah, so what we're gonna have, we're gonna have, don't want to have the user visits ID. We'll have the visit date. I want to have the point of interest ID, name, the user, size model, user, OS, user ID. We need user ID. Yeah, unpack the user ID from user visits. Inner join user. Also started like that from user visits. User visits, user foreign key, ID, this, and inner join. We just want to join the other thing, the what is of interest on visits. This. Boom. What do we get? User ID, the device model, name, let's register the ID, and then here we can just loop over it. 1, 2, 3. We know it was 3 times visited. Okay. It wasn't so bad after all. And here we know the date. Ah, the date we don't have in our. We need to expand our, so we have the. We can extend this, so we're gonna have the visitor counter. The thing is, this is just for the point of streams visit, so this is already, it's not the data that we get back. The visit data is different. This is what we're gonna show to the users. So here we're gonna have the let's just give the ID as well. Visit ID. Just add it. Visits. Okay. So user visit has the visit ID with a visit date. We have a interest ID. Do we need the point of interest ID? Yeah. Then we should also have a list. Here we don't need the ID anymore. Right. And this we're gonna show, but we need to have the base. So this is the data we're gonna return, visit data. Corrected in the API, but yeah, we have the visit ID, we have the date, we have the point of interest, we have the, yeah, the name. The name will be in here too, yeah. Name. Then we have the device model, device OS, and the user ID. So we're probably gonna store this as well. Okay, so then here we're gonna have the visit. What's the problem here? Let's visit data. Uh-huh. It will have visits. Yeah. And then here we're not gonna have the visits. Sort of separate. So here we're gonna have the voice visits. And here's the actual visit data. The visits. Okay, and points visit, we can actually calculate. Well, let's see. So when we get this, we only have this, right? We don't have yet the accumulated data. Quicker than I thought. So what we could do is just loop over the data. So for each entry, and what we're gonna have is so first we want to check. So we want to add this data into voice visits, right? And here we just have the point name and the counter. So we're gonna check if visit don't find index. We're gonna check if there is name. Maybe still need the ID as well. Yeah, would be safer. So here we check if is a voice index. Index bigger than -1. Not -1. Because if it's -1, there's none. Then there is already entry. There was a before. Then we can just simply boy visits. And we get this index. And we update this counter. And if not, let's say this is this the other way. So if it is -1, then there was no or new visit. New visit. Wait, it's not working anymore. Checked. And so it consists of ID. We're gonna get visit entry. Then by name. And counter. Start at 1. So and then I'm gonna add this voice visits push new visit. There we go. Then I'm gonna add this as a new visit. And okay. So this just every time we can reload this, it's gonna do it like this. It's not very optimal. Safely local storage and only load the ones that we don't have yet. But let's just do it the easy way first. That should do. Yeah, so let's now add this endpoint into our API, into our server. So we have this super long SQL. Actually, here now we could have the word wrap. Voila. So then we fetch this all user visits. And we send this back, but this is gonna look... I wonder how this looks like. And back user visit data. The data. Let's see how it looks like. Actually, let's log it here. Oh, we need to, let's check also here. Check our website. Boom. Nothing happened. Let's check. Our server is not running. No, it's running. There's an error. There is. Unsupported protocol. What? What does that mean? Unsupported protocol. And we have something in the server. Okay, that looks good. Let's back an array. Response data. There's an array of objects. Okay. Uh-huh. It is just the array. Okay, that's good. We're gonna put it into this visits. This we would need to do on the server. Yeah, need to create like this. So then we get the data. Yeah, get data. So then it's in the visits. We modeled it. And then, so this comes back. But now what's the problem here? Visit data for each. Not a function. Why? There's an array. This is still adjacent. This be should this be parsed automatically? This looks like this is still like JSON and not TypeScript. We don't stringify, it's just stringified here. Maybe we just need to do this. Nope. I don't remember that I needed to do this. Interesting. Not parsed. Interesting. Ah, this is the other string. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so the whole thing is a string. Yeah, the whole thing is a string as it looks. Okay. Yes. Okay, so maybe I need to fetch the response. Oh, God. What's the problem? His answer is sending a string. Maybe the problem is already here. Maybe the problem is that we send it as a string because we do this here. We also do that here. How do we send back? Oh, here we send it as a string. What if we don't send it as a string? I would have to parse the visits as well. Or let's not stringify it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Now we can array. Good. Now we don't need to parse it anymore. Okay. As visit data, I guess. Let's check again. Yeah. Very cool. Is there no name? I doubt this is true, but let's check. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. Okay, that is true. Oh, why is there no data? Just empty or what? Why is it point name empty? Point name. Back in the data. Ah, it's just got name. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Can I change this in the my name as? Like so. Yes. What else do we have? User ID. ID. Sorry, small. Well, let's check. We have visited ID. Date. Not visit date, visit date. ID by name, device model, device OS, ID. Boom. Okay. That should be better. Update that in our there we go. Ta-da! There we have it. So now we have... Hehe. Now let's try it. Try it. Obviously this is not real life runtime. But if I should go back here now. Kitchen. Boom. Update this. 4. Five. There you go. There you have it. Office. Obviously it would be cool to just update like that, yeah. Which I've never done before, but probably would have to send either push request from the server to the app, but then we would have to have a API here as well, or we update all every second. We're gonna call the backend, or have a web connection, have a web socket. Good. Yeah, so we're gonna need to have like a socket open, and then I can have real time. Have like a real time connection. Well, we're gonna do that next time maybe. But there you have it. Small little admin tool where you can see the stats of your indoor navigation app. Doesn't look now super fancy, but it's quite fancy. Yeah, it's quite fancy. Then we could have unique visitors still. Still, well, let's call it today. Because unique visitors would be like, okay, one visitor of like would compare the ID. Okay, this is only one visitor that's been. There you have it, our small little admin tool. Back our visits. It's not very smart yet. Doesn't have like a time or anything, but already something. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you need any help, any more precise information, or anything else that I should add to the statistics, to the web app. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you another. Stream is done.